Hey everybody, it's Jim. I'm back with another Weekend Grabs and Reviews video for you. I know it hasn't been that long since my last one, but I have accumulated so many items since the last video. I thought I better go ahead and throw this one up there. I shouldn't wait for a month. So let's jump right into it. A lot of these I haven't even seen yet, so but I'll definitely show you everything I got. So do the comics first real quick. I got issue number 2 of Nam Wolf, which I'm really enjoying. So there's 2 different versions there of Nam Wolf. It's about a guy that is unaware that he's a werewolf, and when he gets sent to Vietnam, he actually figures it out pretty quick. In this one, it's a king-size annual Daredevil number 4 with Black Panther and Submariner. I bet I've got 3 or 4 of these at least. Every time I see this, I just love that cover so much, I pick them up. Usually, if they're not in really good shape, I'll let them lay, but this one is really nice looking, so I went ahead and grabbed that. And don't ask me why I got these. Deadpool Duck. Deadpool the Duck. 1 and 2. Of course, Rocket there, so I had to get that. Then I picked up, I'm not a huge DC guy, but I had to pick up this Shazam just because the cover is so awesome. Look at that. 1974. Isn't that sweet? I love that. Then I picked this up. Don't know anything about it. It's Stan Lee meets The Thing. I love how Stan Lee there is Mr. Fantastic. So I got that. And then King Size Annual number 6, The Avengers. Another great cover. Really good looking book too. So those are the comics I picked up. The VHS that I picked up, only one. It's Dracula versus Frankenstein. Look at that. Look at that artwork. The box is kind of janked up, but I couldn't pass it up because I just love that artwork. And I don't know anything about this. I did watch the trailer on YouTube. It's from 1990, and it looks absolutely horrible. But what the hell? Look at that cover. It's awesome. So I had to get that. Then I got some Funko Pops. Actually, I picked this one up today. Pennywise, number 55. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So I'm hoping they re-release another version of this. It's maybe just a little bit more scarier and looks more like the new one in the movie. So it'd be nice to display those next to each other. I did pick up the Hot Topic exclusive of Maleficent. This person right here. So this is the Hot Topic exclusive, like I said. This isn't the Chase that glows in the dark, but it's pretty nice. Pretty heavy, too. Also, finally picked up the Tony Stark from the Spider-Man Homecoming series. Pretty badass. I like that. Then I picked up another Hot Topic exclusive. This is the Twilight Ring Wraith from the Lord of the Rings set. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And then last on the Funko Pops I picked up from Death Note, Ryuk. So I'm extremely excited to see what they do with this on Netflix. I kind of heard that they were coming out with a new series for this, and I watched this years ago, the original version, so pretty stoked to see that coming out. So that's all the odds and ends. So now let's jump into the actual movies that I got. I got this on DVD, Clowntown. I'd heard a lot about it. Another guy that I follow on YouTube, he said that it's really good, so I figured, what the heck, I picked it up, and it was pretty good. It's what you would expect, just a bunch of murderous clowns. There's the ringleader right there. You kind of get a feel for what you got going there. It was pretty good. Not the best I've ever seen, but it was all right. Then I picked this up. This is available at Walmart, and for whatever reason, they're starting to do this now. I believe there's another one that's out now called Don't Knock Twice, and it's these movies are being released at Walmart in advance of everybody else getting them, so I don't know what the deal is there. It's no different. It's the same movie that's going to be out every place else in a month or two, but this is The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This had a lot of promise to it, and it was a really, really good movie right up to the end. It's just about these guys that get this body. There's no marks on her. They're trying to figure out what the cause of death was, and through the autopsy, they just keep finding a lot of more stranger and stranger things with this body. Really cool. It's a great premise. The trouble that we always have with our horror movies is, how do you end them? And it's so hard to get a great ending. But this was really strong right up to the end. I'd advise you to check it out anyway. It's still pretty good. This one, Maze Runner. I have the Scorch Trials. I've not seen it. I have seen this one, but I only had this on DVD, so I picked it up because it's got the nice slip. So I got that. Sausage Party with a nice slip. This is currently on Netflix if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty funny. Definitely not for kids, animated. It's, as you can see right there, rated R. So, not for the kids. Then I have a Arrow release of Brain Damage. This was really cool. This is, once again, that is the original artwork right there, because I like it better than the newly commissioned artwork there. I didn't care for that much. This is the little guy causing all the trouble. Basically, it's about this alien that he gets his victims, he gets them in the back of the neck, and he injects them with this ooze stuff, and it pretty much makes them addicted to what he's doing to them. So they pretty much agree and try to help him find victims, because he gets this fluid. It kind of regenerates in him after he kills somebody. But not the best movie in the world, but a great release from Arrow. Once again, you know, you've got the reversible artwork. You've got the booklet that always comes with the Arrow releases. There's a picture of it. I mean, the special effects are really, really bad. But it's definitely a nice pickup, nice collection, or addition to the collection. You know, got the 2 discs. So it was definitely fun checking it out. I had not seen it before. Didn't know what to expect. But it's just loaded with special features on here too, as you can see. The Arrow way. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Heart of the Sea. Haven't seen this yet. I know it's in heavy rotation on one of the movie channels right now. It looks really good. To be honest with you, I don't know why I've never actually sat down to watch it. It looks like it's pretty good. Got the nice slip on it as well. This one was really good. This is In Order of Disappearance with the slip. This is about a guy whose son ends up dying, and he's trying to find out what the cause of death was. And everybody's writing it off as a drug overdose. You know, your son was a drug addict and all this. And he says, my son was no drug addict. So he starts an investigation on his own because he's not getting any help from the police. And he kind of finds the guy that was with his son, and he just goes down the list. He gets a name every time he exacts his vengeance on them. But this is a really good movie. Really good. Definitely check that out. If you're a revenge movie fan, this one will not disappoint. Got a little humor to it also. Then we have the Vestron video. This is number 8 in the series of The Gate. Everybody's seen The Gate before, but like, you know, the Vestron series, this is just, it's hard to beat. These are awesome slipcover collections. Like I said, this is number 8 in the series. It's a great movie. Then I also picked up Lair of the White Worm. I haven't seen this yet. I hear it's really trippy. Not the best movie in the world either, but I will definitely be checking that out. That's number 6 in the series. I picked these up about a week and a half ago, I guess. Best Buy had these both for $14.99 each, so I couldn't pass them up. This stars, it actually has Hugh Grant in it, and it looks really, really good from the back, but I guess that can be deceiving. I guess it's just really, really trippy. But I'll definitely be checking that out. Then I picked this up from Vinegar Syndrome, Jack Frost, with the lenticular cover. Very cool. You know, this movie, the snowman is fake as all get out. It basically is a mass murderer. He's on the way to the electric chair, and they're transporting him to the facility that's going to actually you know, put him in the electric chair. And there's a horrible accident with a toxic vehicle. They hit head on. So of course the mass murderer, he gets, you know, covered with all this goo and everything, and it melts him down to nothing in the snow. And so he rises from the snow, and he's able to come back as Jack Frost, the snowman. His name is actually Jack Frost as the killer, but it kind of is fitting since he's the killer snowman at the end. This has Shannon Elizabeth in it too. You got to wonder if she looks back on her career and goes, God, I wish I had never done Jack Frost. But anyway, comes with a beautiful slipcover. Like I said, lenticular. This was from Vinegar Syndrome. This was on sale too. I think this was only like 12 or 13 bucks. And this has the reversible artwork where you got the gentle Jack Frost and then the evil Jack Frost. 2-disc collection. It's a comedy horror, as you would expect. It's really a pretty good movie, actually. I've got Jack Frost 2 someplace in a double combo. I need to go back and watch it now, since I just recently watched it, the first one there. Then this one I have not seen. My wife and granddaughter just watched it last night, said it was really good, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them with a nice slip. Morgan, I was super stoked to get this, because I'd seen the trailer and I'd been waiting for it to drop in price, Then I saw it used someplace with the slip, so I jumped on it, and it was just kind of eh. It's just about this little girl that she's kind of raised in this facility. She was an experiment. She's got these kind of powers. She's pretty strong for her size. She looks like a full-grown woman, but she's actually only 5. And the handlers that have been with her since she was conceived in this lab, you know, they're trying to protect her, and then things go terribly wrong. But it's just okay. I had so much high hopes for that. I kind of wish it had been better. Another Arrow release, Evil Ed. This is a really funny movie. I just wish that Arrow had put a slip on this. I don't know why they didn't do that. And this, once again, is the original artwork. I did not like the newly commissioned artwork on this one. I'll show you that right now. This is basically about a guy. He's a film editor. This is the new artwork, which it's okay, but just not my favorite of the two. He's a film editor, and they come to him and they say, look, we need you to edit these films for us and take out the really graphic sex and violence in these, because nobody's going to let us distribute these the way they are. So this guy, he gets in a room and he starts editing all these films, and he's just constantly watching all this violence and all this sex and everything that's going on in these movies that he's cutting out. And so eventually it just kind of takes over his mind, and he starts playing out the scenes that he has seen in all of his the clips that he's taken out. So it's a really fun. It's another horror comedy. Arrow Video has really done a nice job on this. It's a 3-disc set. It's loaded with special features once again. But like I said, no slipcover. That's really annoying. You can pause that right there if you like, and you can see all those special features. It's a great movie, though. I'd say if you can pick that up, definitely do. Mr. Holmes with another great slip. This is Ian McKellar. This is a really good movie. This is about, Sherlock Holmes, of course. And this is after him and Watson have parted ways. Watson's gone off and he's writing stories and things like that. And Sherlock is kind of retreated to this cottage away from everybody. And he's really struggling with early stage dementia, Alzheimer's. He's trying to remember his last case and how it actually ended, because he thinks it's different than the way that it was portrayed in the books and things. So he's trying desperately to remember this, and little things give him clues to remember. And there's a little side story with the maid and the maid's son that's helping take care of him. It's a really, really good movie. I'd recommend picking that up. There's no horror. There's no sex in this one. Just a straight, great movie by Ian McKellar. Definitely check it out. Next up, we're on Everyone with a Nice Slip. This was a pretty good movie, too. It's kind of far-fetched. These two cops, what's their names? Alexander Skarsgård and Michael Pena. They're cops trying to basically solve this case, and they end up getting released from the force because of some of the things that they've done and going outside the law. But it's just a shoot 'em up. The way that these guys act is just so far-fetched. I can't imagine any cop or anybody having these kind of thoughts that they think that they can just walk in and do this kind of thing without any repercussions. And it's kind of out of the realm of reality, thinking when you watch this, like, nobody could have got away with that. Nobody would have done that and not had the police called on them or something. But if you're just looking for a bang bang shoot 'em up, it's not a bad movie. I think this one's actually on rotation right now. It might either be on Netflix or on rotation on one of the movie channels now. Check it out. This one I have not seen yet, but I picked it up so super cheap. It was like $3.99 for that. I've heard a lot about it. It's kind of a long movie. It's got Andrew Garfield, of course, Liam Neeson, and Adam Driver, as you can see there. Another nice slip. It's basically, it's about missionaries, and I'm not really totally sure about the whole story, but it's just about these missionaries, and I don't know what year it's supposed to be. Long ago. But anyway, I'll definitely check that out. The Silence. And it's a Martin Scorsese film too, by the way. Then we have a 4K pickup, The Great Wall. This one looked great on 4K, especially all the outdoor scenes and things. It looked really, really good. The movie is just kind of, the CGI, it really, really shows that it's CGI. I guess that's the one bad thing about 4K. The CGI's got no place to hide. If it's not done perfectly, it kind of stands out being kind of hokey, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It's a great movie though. Definitely check it out if you like these kind of Japanese dramas, because it's basically that, and then you get Matt Damon that kind of gets thrown in the middle of it. But pretty good story. They kind of say that the Great Wall was built for other reasons than what it was, but nice fantasy, and like I said, it looks great on 4K. So that is the Great Wall. Then I picked up London Has Fallen on Steelbook. This is actually at Target now. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the cover for the UK standard Blu-ray release. And that is just awesome. Big Ben with the clock getting blown out of it. I've been waiting to get this movie on just standard Blu-ray, but I can't find it anyplace with a slipcover. So I went ahead and picked it up with the Steelbook, and it's just got a little bit of inside artwork. But this is a great movie, such a good movie. If you were the fan of the first one, this one doesn't disappoint too. A lot of great action sequences, and definitely one for your collection. Then I have picked up the, let's see. Oh, well, I picked up Logan. Yeah, I got Logan bookends here. First off, I got the 4K, and this is just the standard Logan 4K release. Looks really good. The problem with this movie in 4K is it's not as, the scenery and everything doesn't lend itself to 4K so much. It's a lot of darkness and things like that. It does look good, don't get me wrong, but if you're trying to decide whether you want a 4K version of this or just the Blu-ray will be fine. I picked this up first, and then I saw that Target had an exclusive, same cover, but if I can get it out here, it comes in this nifty little digibook, and it's got the code, it's got the disc, and the disc is kind of in this little cutout, which I don't always like. I like the spindle when it just punches on the spindle, but it's kind of in this little folder, and then it's got the pictures from the actual movie, and then you got the Blu-ray release as well, the DVD release as well. But it's got pictures from the movie inside the booklet. It's just a really nice booklet, actually. And then in this you also get the Logan Noir, and this is the one where you can watch Logan in black and white. So I went ahead and picked it up just because I liked the style of this Target exclusive release. And I got it home, and it didn't even dawn on me when I was walking around carrying it that you put it up next to any other Blu-ray. Look at this. Look at that. What? That's going to look horrible on the shelf. It's going to stick out farther than everything else. It's even a little bit taller. The OCD in me can't hardly take it. But anyway. Then I picked up 3 others just today. I have not seen 2 of the 3 of these. I got Ouija, Origin of Evil, and a nice slip. I've heard mixed reviews on this. This is basically about a mom and 2 daughters that they try to scam people thinking that their seances are real, and then just by some happenstance, one of the little girls actually gets possessed by a demon somehow. I think that's how it goes, but definitely check that one out. I picked up Assassin's Creed. I heard that this movie really stunk. I don't know anything about the video game. I'm not a gamer, but when I saw the Steelbook, which is really pretty cool, for $7, I'm thinking, even if it stinks for $7, you can't go wrong. So, Assassin's Creed on Steelbook. And then I picked up Civil War for $6 with the slip, which I've been waiting to try to get this with the slip. And the reason it has a slip is because it's the 3D version. The regular Blu-ray release was just the movie itself. But I've got a couple of Steelbooks of Civil War, but I don't have the standard Blu-ray release with the slip. Now I do. Lastly, I have a story for you. There is a movie that I've had my eye on for quite some time. It is called Guardians. This is a Russian movie. Go out to YouTube and check it out. Like I said, it's called Gardens. No, it's not called Gardens. It's called Guardians. Go out and check out the trailer for this movie. A friend of mine, a couple weeks ago, he's going to Moscow to visit some family, and I said, hey, if you see this movie Guardians, will you please pick it up for me? Because I can't find it anywhere. It's not got a U.S. release. And if you see it, get it for me. So he comes back and he says, good news, bad news. I said, all right. He said, good news, got your movie. Bad news, I ran it through the washing machine last night. So, what do? You take the insert, you throw it in the microwave. You get all the moisture out. You put it under about 60 pounds of printer paper to flatten it out. And so the insert is wavy, and the insert has some seams that have busted through right there. But the disc is fine. It plays fine. I watched it. Ain't got a damn clue what they were saying. But it looks awesome. There's the disc art. Now, the story continues. After I get this, I'm so happy. I'm watching this. I'm just like a little kid. I'm giggling. I'm watching this on TV. I'm making up my own words when they're talking. Shout Factory just posted 2 days ago that this movie now will be released in September on Blu-ray with US subtitles and dubbed in English. What do you think of that? But anyway, it'll look good on the shelf next to the actual Russian release with a little wave to it. Wave back. Wave back. Anyway, that's all I got to show you guys. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. If you are a loyal subscriber, thanks for watching. We're at 22 minutes right now, so I hope you're still with me. But anyway, that's it. And I gots to go, because that's all I got for you.